Welcome back, everybody. Echo's point in time count is happening this weekend, and there's still time to volunteer. This count is a one-night survey of people experiencing homelessness in Austin and Travis County. Joining us now for some insight is Angela De Leon, Echo's Director of Operations. Angela, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So break down for people how the survey is going to work on Saturday night.
So we meet in the middle of the night. We start the survey at about 3 a.m. and we send our volunteers out in what we call sections. So everything is broken down across Austin Travis County into individual sections. And essentially we're, trying to engage people, asking them to answer questions on a survey and hand out some care kits and hopefully help get some data that will help us advocate and get some funds for our programs and local resources.
So you all are in need of more volunteers. Talk about how many folks you need, and if someone at home is interested, how can they get involved?
Yeah, so we need hundreds and hundreds of volunteers in order to really pull this off. And we're really fortunate that we have just over 500 volunteers now, but what we really need is closer to hopefully 800 or 900. So we've got a little ways to go. And anyone who's interested can go to our website, which is austinecho.org/pickcount. And on there is all the information anybody could need, including how to register to volunteer.
For someone that this might be totally new to them, how do you work with volunteers to ensure that they're ready to interface with these people and get an accurate count and get the information that you all need for these vital programs?
Yeah, great question. So we actually conduct several trainings throughout the month of January. There's one this evening, and we'll have one more Saturday afternoon at about 1 p.m. They're virtual, so people can join from the comfort of their home, and as well as making the training materials available on that website. So anybody can go on there and take a look, and it actually details the best way to engage with our unhoused neighbors and how to conduct the survey itself.
Talk about how the need for volunteers compares to years past. What have you all seen as far as interest for people jumping into this pit count?
Yeah, so it's, unfortunately, we have seen a decline. I think if homelessness is an issue or a policy that is part of the rhetoric, just the general conversation, then people are definitely more interested because it's top of mind. We haven't had that so much recently. So this year has been a little tougher to sort of get the word out, get people's interests. But the need never changes. We still have to cover about 1,100 square miles of the Austin Travis County area. So regardless of where people's interests are, we cover those areas, and the more folks we have, the better quality of our canvassing and the more efficient it is.
Give people a sense of how important this data is. What will it be used for once you have the count completed?
Yeah, so we actually gather this information as a requirement of HUD. And then this information is sent to HUD. They gather it with all the other communities across the country, and they submit it to Congress as a way to decipher how much money needs to be budgeted towards homeless resources. So then that money is what we apply for in order to fund and support our programs and resources. So it's a bit of a long game, but there is a direct impact in the data that we're able to gather, because then we use it locally as well to be able to understand where resources are needed, what populations are impacted, and what programs really need funding.
Angela De Leon with Echo, thank you so much for coming on to give people this context. And as we said, they are still looking for any volunteers who are interested. So get plugged in with Echo if you are interested. Angela, thanks for joining us.
Thank you again. Appreciate it.